Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my Planet Coaster series, where this is the realistic, super realistic series where we have to take into account park management, money, and actually build a fantastic theme park for you guys to enjoy and watch. There is a lot to do. We've got a bit of money stacking up here in the corner, and things are looking pretty good. So in my last video, I did a couple of coasters. I did some refinements to this one, which is really cool. It kind of goes over the edge here like this. Look at that. Perfect timing. It's really cool. And then we also worked on this coaster over here, which is a dive coaster that we haven't opened yet, which I'm going to do in a second, which goes off the waterfall, and it's pretty freaking awesome. In fact, let me just show you very briefly in case you missed that episode. If you want to watch any of the episodes, by the way, there is a playlist link in the description. You can catch up. And this notification here, oh, there we go. Hang on. We'll come back to that. Boof, boof, boof. Oh, it's so good. This notification here, guests think that the shops are really good value, is strange because I literally went around putting up all the prices in all the shops. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do today is add in a load of rides. So a couple of episodes ago, I set out these kind of construction areas so you can see. As if you were visiting the park, you could see, oh, something's going in there. Something's going to be coming soon. Maybe, hopefully, persuade the guests to come back again another time. So we've got one there, and one over here. I've got a pretty good understanding in my mind what we're going to do. But obviously, you guys need to see it. So we're going to have 3 on the ground floor, and I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, for a ride to sit right here. I don't know if it will fit, so this might be a little bit tight. We're going to have to see, but if I get it there, it will be absolutely insane. Okay, so the first job I've got to do is to remove all of these, what are they called? Fences? What are they called? Can I click one? Roadblock. Delete all these roadblocks, even though there's no roads in Planet Coaster. Okay, so the first ride to go into this little slot here is going to be actually kind of tricky because it's kind of a weird shape and there's not a lot of room. So let's see if we can pick out something. So I might see if I can fit in multiple rides here. So this crazy little ride here, the kickflip, is, I mean, look at it. It's a weird little coaster thing. It's not even a coaster, a little ride. I keep saying coaster for rides. Please forgive me. It's honestly one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I've never been on anything like this, but it's strange. You kind of sit in it, and there's music, and it just... I don't get it. It's just nuts. So, yeah, that music is rather annoying. Can I turn that off? Make it stop. So, yes, we're going to add that. And we're also going to add in the small kind of ride, if I can find it. Is it Loop-de-Loop? Yeah, here it is. It's tiny. Literally, look at it. It's the smallest thing I've ever seen. So the idea behind this is, I mean, they're not identical rides, but it would be nice, in my mind, if these were like, you know, like father and son rides. You know, junior, adult. So if the juniors don't want to go on it, they can go on the smaller one, which is a little less scary. Okay, so I don't expect either of these rides to have really high demanding queues, so I can literally open these up with small queues. Yeah, like I said, I don't expect them to have too much of a demand, maybe, but we'll find out. So I'm going to put some bins here. Where is my bin? We'll put one there, put one on that corner there. Some benches, because people like to sit and wait and not go on the rides. Let me know if you're one of those people. Is there anyone watching this series who doesn't like roller coasters? That's a good question. Let me know in the comments. Okay, next up is this little space here, and I don't know, again, if I have the space for it, but let me just check. Okay, so these rides, I do have space, by the way. These rides have really good financials on them. They make a lot of money because they're very quick. And everyone loves a ride like this, right? They're popular and they look cool. So we've already got a couple in the park, actually. But I'm going to put this right on the edge here. And to show you how high this is, let me just test it just so you can see. It's almost as high as our Sky Tours. But that's a gentle tour view. That's not actually a ride that will try and scare you in any way. But the other one we've got is all the way... I can't even find it. It's so small. Here it is. So compared to the other one, This one's the junior one. That one's the big boy. So, yeah, this is quite awesome and quite epic. And also adds a bit of height to the park as well. Okay, you know what I said about the whole kids ride thing and, like, I didn't want to scare anyone? Well, I've just found one that looks very similar to what I've had previously. Let me just drop this in here. Let's just put it here. This one's called Zozo. So it's small. You go in it, you sit, and I believe it just spins. If I look at the ratings, this has a 3 fear and a 3 nausea, which is very low compared to this one, which is kind of a double. Kind of an interesting thing. But this one's a 4 and a 4. So this is twice as scary as that one. And this is called the Loop de Loop. So Zozo, or Zuzu. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit different, but I just want to see this in action. How is it different? It literally doesn't look that different, unless it just goes slowly. Whoa, and it twists as well? Oh, that's kind of weird. I actually don't want to go on that. That looks horrible. Oh, wow. Yeah, anyway, so... Man, we're getting a lot of rides today. Oh, it also does this, look. Okay. That is a really, really weird, scary ride. I'm kind of scared to have that in my park. I feel like that might be a risk to our guests. Anyway, I'm not expecting a huge queue again, so I'm going to make it quite small. But today's episode is all about expansion. Maximum expansion, lots of rides, and all the best. Right, so before we get onto the big project over here... Oh, actually, there's another ride to do. I do want to actually test this ride because I don't think I've ever done it before. So I'm curious what this is like. I hate these rides, FYI. Most people love them, not me. I'm not a fan of being dropped. Because what if it breaks? At least on the track you're on the track. This free falls. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Alright. Hey! Whoa! Woo! That's terrifying. Alright, let's open that. There we go. So that's open as well. Let's open... I think these are already open. Yes, nice. Okay, cool. So there is so much here, which is awesome. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually connect up. Before I do the ride, I just really wanted to let you get up close to the go-kart track on this side. Also, it gives you a bit more flexibility when trying to navigate the park a little bit, because it can be a little bit confusing. So also allows me to kind of go off in that direction, because, you know, really we've only built one half of the park. Well, depends how deep we go, but so far we've only done one half. The entrance is here, and everything is in that direction. So doing this little path out gives us more opportunity to kind of mix it up a little bit, which is good. Before we get onto the big project, we've got one bit of space for a ride. Let's pick that. What I really want to add here is this ride. It's called Forge. Unfortunately, it looks really futuristic and dark, and by default, it comes in these really kind of sinister colors. I'm not all about that for this part. I kind of want it to look a little more friendly. So I'm going to try and change the colors and come up with something a little bit less scary. I'm pretty happy with that. I've gone for like this blue tone. It still looks futuristic and robotic, but it doesn't look so evil anymore. It kind of looks a little bit evil with this kind of eye. I don't even know if this eye is meant to be an eye, but yes, it kind of looks interesting. So let's add in the entrance and exit. So I'm going to put the entrance on that side, connect that up later, and I'm going to put the exit in. All right, so it's looking pretty good. We have an awful lot of staff leaving our parks. It's quite sad. Please don't leave. All right, so I've got it all kitted out, and I can't remember the last time I placed in this ride, so I definitely want to test it here and kind of watch it do its thing. I can't remember what it does, but it looks pretty cool. Very robotic, like I said. Man, that would actually be kind of terrifying. Wow. Dude, that's insane. Wow. Yeah, but when you come onto the park, that's a great first ride to look at. I love that. Whoa. Kind of got some, like, Avengers music in the background. You'll have to see it. Oh, God. Whoa. What? Very cool. I actually really like that. But that's not the best ride we're going to put in today. So, I'm going to open that. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. That'll be a popular ride, no doubts about it. But the piece de resistance of today is going up here. As I said, it's in this little spot, and the ride I want to put here, it's one of my most favorite rides to put in Planet Coaster because it just looks really special. And well, honestly, it doesn't really make sense to me. It does. It, like, don't get me wrong, it totally makes sense, but it kind of, yeah, like when I place it in, no, that's not it. Not this one. It is, look at this. It's so cool. So as you can see, I don't really have the space for it just yet. So if I place it in here, man, this is going to be crazy. Okay, so what I can do, I wanted to have like a little viewing area for this particular ride, but what I might do is have it on this side or something. We'll come back to that. But yeah, let me see if I can now place it in a little bit easier. All right, so I want to obviously have it here. And I want it to swing outwards, so boom. That looks so cool. So a little bit of terrain deformation here. Yeah, it looks nice. Right, and then obviously just repaint this little section here. There we go. Because if you think about it, there wouldn't be any grass up on this edge here. It'll be like rock. What it's going to do is going to swing out, and it is going to go, look like it's going off the edge, and that's what I want. So while it goes, like a bit of swing, and now it's getting more. Oh, look at this. Oh, oh, geez, that would be so scary. Wow, that would be awesome. Like literally. You can imagine. Like, look at that. Let's just pause it a second. Hello. That's insane. That literally. Oh, it's one of the best rides in Planet Coaster. I love it. It looks awesome. Right, we just need to finish this off here. There we go. Managed to fix the crazy railing problem we were having. But there we go, we did that. So now I've got to try and do the entrance here, and I kind of want that to be over here. This is a special kind of ride you have to be prepared to move for. Yes, that looks so good. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. Look at it go. Oh man, I gotta ride that. Oh jeez. Oh, is this honestly fantastic ride? Fantastic. Oh. You can feel your stomach turning, but that looks great. Awesome. So there we go, guys. A few upgrades. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.